Yeah, I understand. I'll be ready.
That's right, you're ready. So to go for it? Did Mort, the human meat truck, agree to our little powwow?
Yeah, he's on his way over right now.
Great.
Great. Megan, you don't understand. He is on his way over to pick up the protection money.
So he thinks. But Mr. Mort is in for a little surprise. After our meeting, I promise you, he's not going to bother you or this bar ever again.
That's assuming your plan works.
Trust me, it can't miss.
Yeah, and neither can Mort. You know, this is our last chance to back out. If we mess up, if this plan doesn't go over well, we're going to end up in the hospital just like Max.
Good morning.
Well, I must say it certainly is a good morning.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get here sooner, but I had such difficulty wondering how I was going to skirt around the security of the hospital, and I do mean skirt around.
What are you doing? You smuggling cigars in here?
Oh, no, something you like a lot more than that.
Like...
Ta-da!
Oh! Ow! Climb on up here, McGilla Gorilla. Give your old man a hug. Yeah, jump up on that bed. Play with the knobs. Be careful of the tummy. Come here, give me a hug. Oh! Oh.
Good. Parents said I could come straight in. Oh.
Good morning.
Cord called me and asked me to come over.
Yes, I know all about it. He's upstairs, but he'll be down in a second. How do you take your coffee? I personally like a little cream and 2 sugars, sometimes 3.
Nothing for me, thanks.
Before he comes down, there's something I'd really like to say to you. In fact, I probably should have said this a long time ago.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
Tina, look, if you're going to start accusing me of stealing cord, then...
No, I'm not going to do that, all right? Over the last 24 hours, I've had, well, a chance to find out something about myself and about you and Cord.
You have?
Yes, please sit down. Cord and I had a very long talk. It was very open and it was very honest. And he assured me that your intentions were completely innocent in all this, and that he thinks of you as a friend, just a friend.
I've told you this over and over. I mean, what suddenly convinced you?
I wanted to hear it from my husband. I love him. I love him very much, and I know he loves me. And I guess I've been a little rough with you in the process of all this, and I've let things get the better of me and make me insecure, and if I've hurt you, I'm sorry, and I hope you can forgive me.
Tina, I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. I know you probably don't trust me.
Well, it's such a...
That's all right. Look, I've probably behaved very... I don't know, I've been very jealous. But I feel much more secure now in my marriage. And I'm secure in the knowledge that Cord thinks of you as a friend. And only a friend. And who knows? You never know, maybe sometime in the future, well, maybe you and I can become friends too.
Hey, you hear the doorbell? I'm expecting... Debra.
Hi, why don't you join us? We were just having a pleasant little chat, weren't we?
Pleasant. Yes. Yes, you could call it that.
Deb, are you okay?
Look, I didn't put any poison in her coffee, if that's what you're afraid of. I just told her that I knew that you and her were friends and that maybe we could all be friends, too.
No, really, what's the punchline?
No, it's true, Cord. I mean, she really couldn't have been nicer.
She couldn't.
Well, I can see this is going to take a little time. Look, there's plenty of coffee there, and I know you two have some business to discuss, so I'll let you do it. Thank you.
Did I hear what I think I just heard?
Well, don't ask me. She's your wife. I mean, I can't understand her, but I hope you can. Al insisted on going shopping before he came to see you, didn't you, Al?
Yeah.
And what did we get Daddy?
Present.
Presents for me?
Yeah, special get-well presents. Guaranteed to get you up in no time. Al, will you do the honors?
Oh, I think it's only fair since we missed Christmas.
Well, they're much better than Christmas presents. I mean, we know you've been in ICU and eating horrible hospital foods, so...
Oh, chocolate! Oh, and my favorite soda.
Al picked the menu out specially.
Oh, you got good taste, kid. This is instant energy. Dr. Wood can't complain about this.
And there's more. There's
More?
Yeah, we thought you might be getting a little drafty in your hospital gown there.
You don't like the back machine?
Oh, actually, I love it, but... Well, I thought you should have something that was more father and son-like. We made them ourselves.
Whoa! Oh, superhero PJs!
Well, those
Ow, these are just like yours.
Those are the super version.
Oh, I love this. Oh, boy, I put this on. You know, I am bound to get better in no time at all.
Your very own coloring
Crayons.
books and crayons.
Color? Whoa.
What else?
Ooh,
What else we got
what
here?
entertainment.
We got a slide viewer,
Slides?
complete with slides.
Slide? Oh. All the cartoons a man could ask for. I'm in hog heaven. You know that, kiddo? And I think I owe a special thanks to your mom.
Oh, it was all Al's idea.
Maybe. But I know you did all the stitching on the pajamas. Be careful of my stitches. And I also know that you went to all that trouble to sneak him past the nurses so I could have my favorite guy here. It made me feel a lot better. You know, if someone walked in here right now, you know what they'd think.
That we were breaking all the rules.
No, they'd think that there's a family here. Watch out! A very happy family.
Where are those guys you promised from Fraternity Row anyway?
They're in the back, getting changed into their costumes and memorizing their lines. You should probably practice yours as well. Do you know what you're going to say when Mort gets here?
I've got my lines down pat. You know, you're really something. All this trouble that you've gone to help Max out. What's the real reason?
The reason for my doing this is because I don't like people like Mort coming around thinking they can shove you all over the place.
Come on, Megan.
And I know how hard Max has worked to make this place a success. And if he's not here to defend it, well, then somebody else has to.
Yeah, but that somebody else doesn't have to be you. Are you sure that it's just a friendship?
Positive. Now, why don't we stop wasting time with your nosy little questions and prepare for our visitor?
Good morning, ladies. Well, that isn't exactly the greeting I was hoping for.
Oh, I'm sorry, Renee, but we aren't open yet.
Well, I won't stay long, darling. I've just been very concerned whether that character Mort has caused you any more trouble.
Mort? Oh, you mean that creep with the lifts in his shoes? Oh, no, we haven't seen him around, heard from him, nothing.
No, he's probably off somewhere else pulling his bully act.
Right.
Yes, well, I hope that you are right. But to be sure, I asked Asa to check up on him.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Darling, it's a good thing that I did. Mort is not the small-time bully that I thought he was. He is a full-fledged professional criminal. So if he should threaten you again, I want you to take him seriously. Dead seriously. Well, I don't even know where to begin. Mort's criminal record is longer than my Christmas card list. But let's see. For starters, he was convicted for grand larceny and extortion, 5 years in Statesville. Oh, yeah, and add 2 for armed robbery and 2 for passing counterfeit bills. How's that?
I get the picture. Don't you, Megan?
Vividly.
Darling, the bottom line is this man is not to be trifled with. So, all I need is a word from you, and Asa will provide bodyguards to watch over this place 24 hours a day until Max is out of the hospital.
Well, Renee, tell Asa thanks, but, no thanks. I can handle Mort.
Andy.
No, look, Max trusts me with this place. I want to do it myself, okay?
Darling, that is very noble of you,
No, I appreciate your help. I really do, but I would like to handle Mort on my own.
Yes, but what if you can't?
Well, I can always count on you then, right?
Yes, I guess. I mean, I
Well, I don't
understand-
want you to worry, all right? We're going to be fine, and I always have Megan to back me up. Right, Megan?
Oh, sure. Just call me Tonto.
All right, then I'll go. But Megan, please, I hope that you will try to talk some sense into this child's head before it's too late.
Yes, I will do my best. Are you out of your mind?
What? You're the one that said that we can't miss with this.
This is a whole new ballgame. Mort, as we have just discovered, likes to play hardball. We're dealing with armed and dangerous here.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be all alone, right?
No, you're right. I've dragged two very innocent young men from Fraternity Row into all of this. It's one thing to risk your neck and mine, but theirs?
I hadn't thought of that.
Well, don't you think it's about time you did?
Okay, all right, you're right. I'm going to call Mort right now and cancel everything.
All right, that's a good idea. And while you do that, I'll try and catch Renee and tell her that we want to take Ethan up on his offer. Oh, no. She's gone? Yes, she's gone, and someone else has arrived. A nice stretch limo has just pulled up. The license plate read M-O-R-T.
If I live to be a million, Tina will never cease to amaze me.
The question is, does she mean what she says?
Yeah, I think she does. I mean, yesterday she gave me the same speech. She told me that she wasn't going to be threatened by our friendship anymore. And she said she wasn't going to be threatened if we worked together. I mean, I think I can buy that.
Rather convenient, seeing as we're not working together.
Well, that's the thing, Debra. That's why I called you. I think you should give this modeling thing one more try.
Cord, we've been through all this before.
Yes, I know we have, but something's come up. Something that could potentially be a great break. And I wouldn't feel right if I didn't at least present it to you.
Cord, you didn't show those pictures to anyone, did you?
I didn't have to. Ever hear of a woman named Annabelle Thorne?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, she's the editor-in-chief of Chic International magazine. Somehow, she got a hold of a picture that I had taken of you at the Centennial Ball. Well, she started doing a little research about you, and she found out that I had this portfolio of you.
Oh, no, Cord, you didn't show
Yeah,
it.
I did, Debra. I met with her this morning, and I'm telling you, she loved these shots, Debra. She liked what she saw so much, in fact, that she wants you to be in her next issue. Do you realize what I am saying here? She wants you to wear all the latest fashions, you know, and she wants me to take the shots. We're talking like a two-horse Harley here, Debra. It could work out to be great. This could be tremendous exposure. It could be a brand new career for you.
Sounds like it. But the answer is no.
Say goodbye to Daddy.
Hasta mañana, squirt.
Bye-bye, thank you.
Really made my day. I mean, seeing him made me feel about 10 times better.
I'm so glad.
Same goes for seeing his mom. Especially after she ducked out on me that way yesterday.
I'm sorry I left so abruptly, but I could see that you were getting tired and you needed to get your rest.
What I needed? Well, that was yesterday. Thinking about now. Now, you must have about 1 million things you want to take care of now that you've been pardoned and you've been released for the halfway house.
Oh, I haven't given it much thought, really.
Yeah, well, I have. And I've been thinking about your work at Fraternity Row. And I think it's about time you got a promotion.
No.
Hey,
Max.
hey! I'm the producer. I make these decisions. It's my job. Really, your talent is wasted as a seamstress. So as soon as I get back to the show, I'm going to can Tonya. I'm going to replace her with you. We'll be able to work together. Sounds good, doesn't it?
No, it would be impossible, really. Completely out of the question. Forget about promoting me and forget about me working at Fraternity Row. You've got far too many things on your mind to be worried about me at the moment.
Well, cut it out. Now, you're upset about something, and it's not the job. Now, what's going on? What are you keeping from me?
I'm not trying to hide anything from you.
Then why don't you want to work with me?
It's not that. Look, you have already been far too generous. I could never repay you. You bent over backwards giving me the job to keep me out of Statesville. Now I need to do something on my own. I need to be independent. Besides, you need to start thinking of what would be easiest for you.
That's what I'm doing. Getting rid of Tonya will make my life easier, but for some reason you are resisting it. Why?
I have already told you. I need to be independent. I need to feel self-sufficient.
Don't forget devious. There's something you are not telling me. Now, what is it? I'm not going to let up until you give in and tell me exactly what it is that's going on.
Did we finish our breakfast, Mr. Holden?
Oh, yes. Every single bite, including dessert.
Somebody's been a bad boy.
How did I end up in the children's ward?
I'm leaving you in good hands.
No,
Grumpy.
you are not. You get back in here.
Debra, come on, you're not even giving this a chance.
That's not fair, Court. I've tried modeling, remember? Just you and me, no ad agency representatives, no assistants, no hangers-on. And I was uncomfortable and nervous in front of the camera. It's just not me, okay?
Not true. You'll be much more relaxed this time. I promise you that. Debra, you'll have fun. Think of it as an adventure.
Well, listen, why don't you let me think about it for a couple of days and then I'll let you know, okay?
I can't do that. I was talking to Miss Thorne. She's got a deadline. She needs the photos in her hand by tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow?
Right. Which means we got to shoot it today, late this afternoon at the very latest.
This means a lot to you, doesn't it?
It means a lot for both of us, Debra. Now, as I said before, yes, it is great exposure. Personally, I haven't had much experience working in the fashion field. I'd like to try something like that. It could be a new career move for me, but primarily I'm thinking of you.
Look, I have a career as a dancer, remember?
Mm-hmm. You're very good at it, too. But listen, I read this thing once that if you're very good at something, you should kind of spread your wings every once in a while, try something else. I mean, that way your talents will complement each other.
Well, if you put it like that.
Oh, good. Listen, what I want you to do now is go back to your place, just relax for a little bit, all right? And then I'm going to try to book us a studio.
Okay. Well, first I want to go over to the hospital and check on Max.
All right.
And then I'll be at Waterside.
Great. I'll get in touch with you there. Give my best to Max, all right? And Gabrielle, too. I hope everything's doing all right. Okay. Now just relax and be calm. Everything's going to be perfect.
Court, you don't think I'm going to regret this, do you?
No, I don't. I think the camera is just going to eat you up, and you're going to be on the cover of every international magazine next week. I can tell. Now, scoot.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Court? How'd it go?
It went real well. She's going to do the shoot.
Oh, good. That girl's really going places.
What is this,
Hi, Mort.
I thought I told you I only do business one-on-one. Get rid of her.
Now, excuse me, I'd like to say
Wait,
something
you
here.
don't understand. This is my very best friend, Megan, and I tell her everything.
Including the type of business that you're trying to run, and I'm afraid you're not going to get away with it here, Mortimer.
It's Mort, and I don't like your attitude.
Well, that makes us even then. Max's place is a friendly neighborhood bar. We don't turn a big profit. So if Andy were to pay your protection, she wouldn't have anything left.
Cue the violins. $1,000 in cash.
I'm not paying you.
Why do people want to be difficult, huh? Nice place like this. Why risk seeing it burned to the ground? Or vandalized? By vandals? Or variously and otherwise damaged by accident or flood? This is what insurance was created for.
Yeah, well, you can go shove your insurance because I don't need it.
The name's Stiletto, as in thin and deadly. My associate, Mr. Small, and I understand you wish to do business with our friend, Andy.
What of it?
She don't.
Well, I think I'm gonna help Megan mix some drinks up for you guys while you negotiate our differences.
You know, I haven't seen a suit like that since Godfather Part 1. It's just what sort of line you in, pencil neck.
Stiletto. And I'm not here to discuss my many projects.
Then how do I know you're not as phony as your accent?
You don't believe I'm legit? Maybe Mr. Small will convince you.
Okay, you're legit.
Now that we got that straight, there's the matter of your trying to muscle my friend Andy. Since you see she's already got protection, you'll make like a breeze and blow, right?
Whatever you say, Mr. Stiletto.
I'd show you out, but you know the way.
Oh, yeah, just like I know a lousy ham when I see one.
Who you calling a ham?
Oh, you and Fatso here. Want to make something of it, pal?
Well, no, actually,
How about you, Skinny?
Sorry, Megan. This wasn't part of the deal. I got my face to protect, you know? Me too. Oh!
All right, Mort, I can explain.
Save it. My second hated thing is being lied to.
What's your first hated thing?
When two little ladies try to make a fool out of me!
No, please don't wreck my brother's bar,
No,
please.
look, you don't understand. It's not her fault. I'm the one that had the idea of trying to fool you, so why don't you just blame me?
I'm not in the blaming business. I'm in the business. The money. Fork it over.
Well, I don't have it. Wait, I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you. You have my word.
You gave me that before. You see what it's worth.
Look, she will give you your $1,000. Just don't do anything to the bar.
1,000? Well, who said anything about 1,000?
Wait, that was your price.
That was before you tried to pull a fast one. The price just went up to $5 grand.
$5,000 a week?
Yeah. And you're gonna pay me for your liquor, too. Don't worry. I'll make you a sweet price. Trust me.
Oh, well, in that rate, we're gonna go broke in a week.
Or less.
Should have thought about that before you got cute. Take it or leave it.
Well, what's the difference? I mean, you can wreck the bar slowly or quickly. So go on. Mort, throw.
You're still not paying?
No, I told you we would go broke, so you might as well just get it over with.
You just don't get it, do you? I have a reputation to protect. I cannot let it get out that two chicks like yourselves refuse to pay my going rate.
No, you are the one that doesn't get it. We quit. Finished. So why don't you just take your ball and go home?
It ain't a ball, honey bunch. It's a semi-automatic.
You're bluffing.
Care to bet something on that like your life? You lose.
Well,
Excuse me for interrupting.
Hey, what is this? Another broad?
Take another look, sweetheart. The broad has an escort. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Carlo Hesser.
There you are. How's the patient, Debra? Hi. Oh, he's just fine. He's doing great. I brought Al by this morning. It cheered him up a great deal.
Oh, that's wonderful. I guess it's a wonderful morning for everyone. It must be something in the air.
Apparently. Why are you so excited?
Well, a job. Well, it's more than a job. Cord calls it an adventure.
Cord?
Yes. Well, he's got somebody interested in me as a model at Chic International magazine.
Oh, well, I could see why you're excited. That's terrific news.
Well, I'm more nervous than excited.
Well, why? I think you'd make a great model.
Well, it's not the challenge. Well, it is a bit. It's more Cord and Tina.
Oh, are they still having problems?
Yeah, and I think I've done my bit to add to them.
You? How?
Well, Tina's been unbelievably jealous. And she's been convinced ever since I first met Cord that I'm after him. And then suddenly today, she says she's gotten over it. And I just don't know if I can trust her. And Cord wonders the same thing.
Yes. I can't help wondering, does she have a reason to be jealous?
What?
Absolutely not. How could you say such a thing?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I've obviously hit a nerve, though.
Look, I'm just sick of being accused. Accused of, well, you know, what Tina accuses me of. I mean, Cord and I are
just friends. Yes, I know.
Exactly. Is that so hard to believe?
Do you want an honest answer?
Look, I didn't come here to talk about Tina's ridiculous jealousies. I came here to find out about you and Max.
And change the subject, huh?
Look, at least I know how I feel about Cord. Strictly platonic. What about you and Max? Always back and forth. I mean, that must have changed by now.
Why do you ask?
Well, I mean, if he's doing as well as you say he is. I mean, you can't ignore your love for him. I mean, you're not going to give him and yourself up to the church, are you?
Miss Medina, you can go in now. Thank you. Well, I have to go to Max.
Gabrielle, you didn't answer my question.
Look, Deb, I'll make a deal with you. You go and do this job for Cord, mixed feelings or whatever, and I'll go to Max.
Okay?
What is it?
Something. I don't know. I don't know. I feel terrible.
What do you need? I'm right here. What is it? Tell me what's wrong.
No, 4 o'clock is perfect. That'll give us plenty of time. Yeah, great. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good news?
Yeah, I was just talking to Jimmy. This guy who works over in a darkroom at the Banner. Tells me he's going to rent me his studio for the day.
Ah, going all out, aren't you?
Yeah, well, it's too cold to shoot anything outside, and I want some professional quality shots.
That's what she needs, a good shot. Look, I mean her well. If she doesn't look good, then you won't look good.
To coin a phrase?
I never said I was original, but I am loyal. Very loyal. And I want your photos to be great. If it helps her, fine, that's just icing on the cake.
You really mean that?
Wonder of wonders. Good luck. I want to hear all about it.
Tina. Thanks.
For what? I didn't do anything.
Sure you did. You apologized to Debra. I mean, you told her that you were sorry that you were acting so jealous.
Believe me, it was nothing.
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, I know how proud you can be in your own way. It must have taken a lot for you to come up and say those things. And I'm proud of you for saying them.
You don't know how much I love hearing you talk this way about me.
Tina, it's not that tough when you do something that's nice and unselfish.
I can be even nicer if you just give me a little encouragement.
I'm not sure I know what that means.
I think you know what it means.
Tina.
All I wanted was a kiss.
Yeah. I'm sorry. All I was doing was giving you a little compliment. I don't understand why we can't leave it at that. Why that can't be enough.
You never understand why it can't be enough. I don't understand you. All I get from you are angry words. All I get is bad Tina, good Tina, Tina, I want you, Tina, I don't want you. I am so confused. Don't you see this is like torture?
I never meant it to be like that.
Of course you never meant it to be like that. You don't mean to hurt me, but you do. Good. All I'm trying to do is to save our marriage. But every time I try to do it, all you do is...
Tina, I never meant to torture you. I've just tried to be honest about what I'm feeling.
There's that word again, honest. I mean, you throw that word around so much, I don't even think you know what it means. I mean, one minute you can't keep your hands off me, and the next you're just pushing me away. So which one of those is honest?
Both, Tina. I mean, if this thing were cut and dried, life would be much simpler.
Yeah, then you'd know whether or not to leave me, right?
I never said that.
Look, it's going to come to that. You're going to have to make up your mind sooner or later.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought that if a decision like that needed to be made, maybe that's something that the two of us should make together, Tina. Especially considering everything that we've been through. You'd think
I wouldn't even think you knew everything we've been through. I mean, you're right there. We have been through more than most people ever go through in an entire lifetime. How can you just give up on that?
Tina, I'm not giving up on anything. But I can't just blink my eyes and forget about any problem that we ever had. I can't pretend like those things never happened, Tina. Try for once to see something from somebody else's point of view.
You just want me to see it from your point of view because you think that's the only view there is. Friend, I'll tell you what I see. What I see is when I walk into this room, I don't see the sparkle in your eye that used to be there. It's just not there anymore.
Well, please, Tina, let's be realistic here. What else do you expect after everything that has happened between us?
Well, what do you expect from me when all I see is that sparkle in your eye when Debra comes in here? Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't mean that.
Yes, you did, Tina. I mean, this is the real Tina talking, not the one who was pretending to be nice to Debra.
I'm not pretending.
Tina, you just said those things to Debra. You didn't mean them, did you?
Gord, I meant them, all right? I promise you, I am trying here.
Please, don't promise me, all right? Now tell me, you just said those things to Debra so you can score some brownie points with me.
No. No, I didn't. I don't wish her any harm, okay? I just hope... I hope she gets what she deserves in life.
Me too. And it will be no thanks to you. Now, if you excuse me, I got a photo shoot to get to.
Oh, I do hope she gets what she deserves. And then some.
Mort, you're usually so talkative. Cat got your tongue?
Mr. Hesser.
I know you?
No. I mean, no, sir. I know you. Who doesn't know the name? Carlo Hesser. It's an honor to breathe the same air you breathe, sir.
I wish I could say the same.
Oh, I think we just have to forgive him, dear. I guess he just didn't take me seriously when I told him that I knew powerful folks.
Is that true, Mort?
You have to understand, sir. I didn't realize that.
It's an interesting name, Mort. Do you know what it means?
Means, no, sir. My mother gave me.
It's from the Latin, mortalis. It means dead.
Listen, Mr. Hesser, there's been a terrible misunderstanding here.
Tell me about it.
Well, you see, if I had only known that, I was just attempting to do a little business with the young ladies here, you know, small-time stuff, nothing that could possibly interest a man like yourself.
Anything. And I mean anything that interests my friends. Interests me. Do we understand each other, Mort?
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. Oh, gosh. Look at the time. I'm late for an appointment. Andy, great place you've got here. Best of luck with it. Megan, you're a sweetheart. Renee, I mean, Mrs. Buchanan, always a pleasure. And you, Mr. Hesser. I just want you to know, sir, that I'll make sure nothing happens to this place. No charge.
You're all heart, Mort. Now, Mort, I'll hold you to your promise. If anything should happen by any chance to this place, well, perish the thought.
Yes, sir, I understand, sir.
Carlo, you are magnificent.
Not bad, huh? I haven't used the old ring bit in years. Still works, doesn't it?
Well, what's wrong? I mean, what did that nurse do to you?
Just she loves tests.
Well, I knew she was coming to take your temperature and take some blood. How much blood did she take?
I think she took all of it.
Oh, that incompetent idiot. I'm going to get a doctor.
Gotcha.
What? You mean you're... Oh.
Yeah, I did. I couldn't take your worrying about me, so I figured I'd get you to lighten up a little bit.
Lighten up? You nearly gave me a heart attack.
Well, that's better than having you feel sorry for me.
I wasn't.
No? Then I suppose you can explain to me why you leave the room every time we get left alone.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I've spent hours with you here.
Yes,
when I'm out of it. But now that I'm starting to recover and get a little frisky, bang, zoom, you're out of here. Now, why?
Because you need to get your rest.
Oh, I suppose that's why you can't take the costumer's job at Fraternity Row, because I need my rest.
That is different. I've already told you.
I know what you've told me, and I still don't buy it.
I thought you wanted to lighten things up.
I do. But I also want to know the truth. Now, what is wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Don't lie to me! Gabrielle, this is Max, remember? You can't keep secrets from me. Now, if you would like me to be upset and send my blood pressure through the roof, you just keep this up. But if you would like me to get better, then you better start talking. Now.
Max. All right. I'll tell you what's bothering me.
Meg and Andy, I want you to meet a wonderful old friend of mine.
Please, Renee. Couldn't you leave it at wonderful and forget the old part?
I am sorry, darling. This is my wonderful friend, Carlo Hesser. These are the two young women I was telling you about.
A pleasure to meet you.
No, it's our pleasure. You're a lifesaver. Literally.
Nah, it was nothing. A bully like Mort always backs down.
Yeah, especially when a knot that you're remotely anything.
It's all right, Andy. I've been called much worse than a bully. Remember back when, Renee?
How could I forget?
So the two of you really are friends?
We go back to the Nevada days.
Back then, I needed a whole lot of protection. And Carlo was very generous to provide it for me, gratis.
My services didn't exactly come free. You had to have lunch with me every Thursday.
That wasn't exactly a hardship.
Well, I'm just very glad that the two of you remain good buddies.
Yeah, you really saved our lives. If there's any way I can
No, don't be silly, Andy.
Well,
Any friend of Renee's is a friend of mine.
at least have lunch on me.
Oh, Carlo, you must. But, darling, I have to get back to the house.
So soon. But we haven't had one of our lunches in a long time. And it is Thursday.
Well, shucks. I never could say no to you.
And vice versa.
Can you believe Carlo Hesser is actually having lunch at Max's place?
With Renee, no less. I think you better go fix them something spiffy.
I like this place. Unpretentious, cozy.
I thought you might. It's a little like...
Corky's.
You remember.
As if I could ever forget. All the times you'd stop in after business hours. 2 cups of espresso, a little shot of Sambuca.
Not to mention the music that you made poor old Corky play on the jukebox.
No, what's wrong with Puccini?
Nothing. It's just not very easy to dance to La Boheme.
I don't remember our dancing very much. But the talks we had, all the stories we'd tell.
Oh, Lordy, the stories you told. One exaggerated and more outrageous than the other.
They weren't all exaggerations, Renee.
Isn't that nice? 2 old friends together again.
Old friends. More like old flames. From where I'm sitting, it doesn't look like the embers have burned out.
If you'll just step this way, please. Now, this, as I told you, is our choicest penthouse suite.
This is really nice. Whoever decorated it must have had great taste.
Well, I wasn't here when the hotel was renovated. I've only been assistant manager a few weeks.
It's convenient.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I said it was really nice of you to take time to give me this personal tour.
Oh, I'm merely doing my job, Miss Smith. When you told me your boss, Mr. Roberts, was going to feature the Llanfair Grand in his photographs, I wanted to make sure everything was satisfactory.
Well, it seems great. Do you mind?
Oh, by all means. You specified a king-size bed?
Yes. Oh, this is perfect.
And the entertainment panel is right at your fingertips. Our newlyweds enjoy that feature, of course.
Of course.
So, do you think Mr. Roberts will like it?
Oh, what's not to like? If this doesn't scare her away, I don't know what will.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying it would be perfect.
Oh, so I can go ahead and book the room for Mr. Roberts.
Yes. Yes. I think that this place will work out just fine.
What is bothering me is very simple, Max. I see that you have your lunch here and you haven't touched it.
Lunch, come on, Gabrielle. What is really bothering you? Keep that away from me.
That is what's really bothering me. You're not eating. You're not going to keep up your strength. That means you're never going to get out of here.
You are not going to change the subject this easily.
A feast.
Did you forget the feast?
Why don't we just move on to dessert?
You are incorrigible.
Yes, I am. And you know what that makes you?
I shudder to think.
Beautiful. You are. You're always beautiful. But especially when you laugh, as in your nose crinkles up that way.
Would you please eat your food?
Suddenly lost my appetite for food.